Woody Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. I get today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Hunter x Hunter chapter 406. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty, who's being a bad kitty over there, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So I can have my full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, but it's fantastic for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, or for Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, which, by the way, we do have the first episode and the 5th episode available for free on Patreon. I mean, it's freaking Chair-sama. The world needs to see the greatness that is Chair-sama. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 tier subscriber, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a Stackball anime in full swing and more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, oh my god, last chapter, I freaking lost my mind because we had the return of Hisoka. We also saw my boy CHROLLO, and we got an idea of where their minds are at. Like, both of them are similar. They are neutral in this whole thing with the Mafia, because they will, in all reality, they don't want any part of it. They want to fuck with the balance of it. They just want to go after each other. That's really it. And I really like Hisoka's mindset on this, because Hisoka's like, dude, I don't want to fight no artificial mofo. I want to fight the real thing and take them all out like one by one. So I really do like Hisoka's mindset on this. And I'm still waiting for Hisoka to have that run-in with Kurapika, because, again, when that happens, that's when shit's gonna hit the fan. Well, shit's already starting to hit the fan on other, with, like, the Healy and stuff like that. But I think when shit's gonna really, really hit the fan, in terms of the succession war, it's gonna be when Kurapika has his run-in with Hisoka. I really do. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for that shit. I think we've all been waiting for that shit since the start. But anyways, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled Sacred Treasures. Going up to crush the Healy. Yeah, the Healy kind of fucked up the balance, so there's no choice. They gotta go take care of it. Pretty cramped and whining in here, huh? Yeah, we're weaving through the gaps between buildings. Ah, right, Nobunaga. I'll take care of your store when I head back. I may have given you authorized IDs, but the guards won't overlook it when you're flaunting a weapon. Huh? Why just me? I thought I went through the trouble of making it. Then maybe I just won't go. Listen up, you're the only one being so damn flashy about it. Who cares? That thing just a rush. Wait. Who cares about that thing? Wait. Who cares? That thing's just a rush job, right? Look, I won't force you, but those Tier 2 soldiers are mostly young and green, so they're basically greenhorns fresh on the field. Worst case, you could get yourself shot. Nobunaga will dodge that shit. If they're greenhorns, man, yeah, they have no chance against Nobunaga if they're greenhorns. But door, all right, here we go. Right, from here on out, things will be a bit rough. Oh my god, Tagashi, this is beautiful. Oh my god. And I gotta give props not to just Tagashi, I gotta give props to the assistants. And I am so glad, I've been saying this multiple times throughout, like, these past live reactions. I am so glad Tagashi hired these assistants. Thank fucking God you caved in and bent the knee and hired more assistants. Because this art looks fabulous. Oh my god, this looks so good. This is the outermost part inside the black whale. if you keep climbing the stairs from here, you'll reach the top of tier 2. So this is the inside, the outermost part inside the black whale. Ooh, this looks stunning. Oh my god. I'm just picturing how this will look if Madhouse, well, Madhouse will get the anime for it again. If we get the same team from Hunter x Hunter 2011 doing this anime, oh, this is going to look stunning animated. Oh my god, this will look gorgeous. Oh my god, this looks sick. Man, what a nostalgic smell. Reminds me of the cesspools back home. Well, when waste from 200,000 people is funneled in here from every corner, that's what you get. The recyclable waste and sewage processing plant is located between tiers 4 and 5. In other words, tier 5 is below even the sewage. Damn. So, the Char and Ziyu are the ones managing this processing area? That's right. Having control over waste disposal can be pretty convenient in a lot of ways. Dude, ain't that the truth? Oh, God, I'm just picturing how they're going to weaponize that. Oh, but in reality, you guys handed off the dirty work to subcontractors and just dumped the oversight onto the underlings, didn't you? Even if the subcontractor changes, they don't have to report every little thing to the higher-ups, do they? No way, the Healy. Could it be? Ooh, seems I've got a reason to head back. Yeah! If they pose as waste disposal contractors, they could kill as much as they want. Claiming to arrange jobs, they could lure their prey to the processing area in droves. Dude, that's so sneaky, and it's really fucked up. They call each one in separate rooms and in a separate room by staging an interview, then kill. The rest is assembly line work. Yeah. Being around you guys makes me feel like a boss. Alright, I'll head back then. If I run into those guys, I'll make sure to ask them a few things. I'll leave the rest to you guys. Got it. Anything we should watch out for at their hideout? Yeah, the guy guarding their hideout is a counteractive type. You attack him, it seems like it triggers some kind of invincibility switch. So be careful. When it activates, you get forced out by something like a security robot, a Nendal. Based on the sketch I gave you earlier, the door that connects a room A to room B is a warp point to tier 3. Dude, I just can't get over how beautiful this level looks. I know it's weird, but Jesus, it looks really, really good. Man, I really hope that they have the same team at Madhouse animating this. Because you know it's going to get an anime at some point. You all know it is. It'll probably be, if anything, it will be after, and this is my prediction of when it will get an anime. It will be like after this arc, it'll be like after this arc is done, and it maybe even go when Hunter x Hunter is well into the next arc. That will be when this gets animated. And something I do hope, before I forget, because it's my ADHD, I have to mention this. And I know people don't like filler, but I think in this case, with this arc, I really do think it could benefit from having filler. If it's anything like with what we've seen from like Bleach 1000, if it's like Bleach 1000 your blood war quality of filler, oh yeah, this definitely could benefit from it. Because the filler we've gotten in Bleach 1000 your blood war has been really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. You idiot. Wait, you idiot. Isn't that the kind of thing you should tell us from the get-go? Seriously, Nobunaga, you suck. If we can't attack them, that makes... Let me read Nobunaga again here. And, yeah, the guy guarding their hideout is a counteractive type. If you attack him, it seems like it triggers some kind of invincibility switch, so be careful. When it activates, you get forced out by something like a security robot and Nendal. Based on the sketch I gave you earlier, the door that connects room A to room B is a warp point to tier 3. You idiot! Isn't that the kind of thing you should tell us from the get-go? If we can't attack them, that makes this way harder. Should be fine if in self-defense. As long as they attack first, we handle them easily. Yeah! They gotta be the one to attack, though. It's kind of like... God damn it. This is because I'm streaming freaking Pokemon on Pluto TV. It's kind of like, it's like a Wobbuffet kind of situation. You gotta be the one... It's the patient Pokemon. It's the patient Nend. It's the patient Nend. God damn you, Pokemon! You got it. It's like kind of like a mixture of a counter, and part of me is like thinking it's like a mirror coat kind of situation too, isn't it? But yeah, that's what it's kind of giving. But yeah, they gotta attack first because, but I gotta wonder, kind of like with the counter attack in Pokemon, does it work 100% of the time? Even if it's as Nobunaga says that they got to be the one to attack first. With the counterattack in Pokemon, sometimes counterattacks don't work all the time. Counter doesn't work, and neither does Mirror Coat. It doesn't work all the time. That's why I'm like, I wonder if that applies here too. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. But god damn, this is just nice work. Again, Togashi, you and your assistants are doing because again, the assistants do most of the background work. And it looks so damn beautiful. My god, these assistants are doing great stuff. God, ooh, like this fog that we're getting here is just awesome. It's really giving this creepy aura. Like, this is the kind of thing I'd like to see more of in Gachi Yakuta because of the setting of it being in like a post-apocalyptic like dumpster world. This is the kind of shit I want to see down there, but alas, it sucks. We can't get it. Well, mostly we can't get it. But ooh, what's this beeping? But god, this is just so damn beautiful. Togashi, keep doing what... I know Togashi's taking a break because he's mourning, but man, Togashi, the system you got going on, it is definitely working. I'm down with this system. It is beautiful. Oh my god, like these backgrounds, like the settings, the rooms that were in here. It's just damn beautiful. We're getting like painting quality levels of work here. It is stunning. Stunning. Like here's the thing. You could take, why I'm talking about this and like gushing over this, like the kind of work we're seeing here is stuff, and I'm hoping Togashi does it, if we get a Hunter x Hunter exhibition, like you could totally do this. It's stuff like this where you could like take it, put it in a frame, and just hang it on your wall. It's just that's the kind of art style we're seeing here. It's so beautiful. And it just reminds me that, yeah, we are really in the third modern manga renaissance. We're really in it right now. And for those of you that don't know what started it, go read Record of Ragnarok, chapter 95. You will understand why that in particular started the third modern manga renaissance. I know it's crazy Murata didn't start it this time because the past two were started by him. But anyways, the crowd's a lot bigger now. They're here to see Prince Hulkenberg for the last time. People have the greatest respect for him. Where's Lynch? She must have gone back to the office because she had something to do. I was distracted by the soldiers earlier and missed those Healy bastards, but if you find them again, make sure to catch them this time and tell Lynch to make them reveal everything. The quickest way to find out what trap they set is to ask the bastards themselves. Underboss, sir. Ooh, whoa, what? Whoa! She was found during a special patrol mission for Prince Halkenberg's funeral procession. Damn! Her head is just like turned back. Whoa, what? I recognized her as ZU member, so I contacted your men first. You have my thanks. Her neck was twisted and broken, completely destroyed. Damn! Skillfully and with no hesitation. This is the work of a pro. Yeah, now that the feud has started, it was probably done by a hitman from the Healy. We'll take care of her body, so you don't have to handle this as a case. Just to check, did you and Lynch part ways after Hisoka disappeared? Yeah, since both of us got knocked unconscious. I think that if Hisoka were the one behind her death, he would have killed me too. Duh! Hisoka ain't stupid! He would have killed everyone there. You're right, so it's possible that Lynch went after Hisoka and got killed? No, if that were the case, I'd have known the moment I woke up. How Lynch felt was always clear from how she looked and talked. Actually, at that point, I was just coming to after being unconscious, so my head wasn't clear, but now that I think about it, Lynch was unnaturally calm and detached. After getting knocked out by his counterattack, it wasn't like her at all to start worrying about me. Someone else, huh? If we assume that Lynch was someone else, huh? Uh-huh. The real Lynch had already been killed, and the Lynch who woke you up was someone else. Are you saying that someone is transformed into Lynch? Yes? It's a hypothetical. If that was Hisoka, what reasons could there be? Please wait a minute. I can't sort all this out. So you're saying that was someone else? You want me to think that wasn't Lynch, but that Hisoka transformed into her? No, if anything, their heights are way too different. Oh, come to think of it, I did talk with Lynch about that. The pieces are falling into place. Better if we just assume that she was affected by manipulation ability. Well, that's true. I haven't met anyone that yet who could change their height at will. But if we assume Hisoka was a manipulator, wait, what do you think it means that they manipulated Lynch, woke you up, and then said, "I'm going back to the office"? Wouldn't it have been more effective for the enemy if Lynch disappeared without saying anything, forcing us to consider various scenarios? Yeah, you're right. Maybe they were trying to limit the range instead? Limit? Yeah, if we were considering various scenarios, it would put them at a disadvantage. So they wanted to limit our thought process to a certain range. If that's the case, then the idea that Lynch was manipulated is logical and still possible. Try to remember everything Lynch said back then. There could be a hint there. I came to when I heard a voice say, "Wake up." She worriedly asked, "Are you okay?" And even though my mind was blank, I was like, "Huh?" Oh yeah, after that, Lynch said that was definitely Hisoka. She said it distinctly. Now I get it. That's the range-limiting wording they wanted us to mistake it for. We did see this last chapter. We saw what went down last chapter. Oh, wait a minute. We're talking about the hypothetical that Lynch was actually Hisoka, and now you're implying that it wasn't Hisoka? Well, no shit, it wasn't Hisoka, moron! Well, then, who the heck was that Lynch? Lynch figured out with her ability that Hisoka was a fake. That's why they killed her. No shit! And they spared you because you didn't know they were a fake. That way you would let us know that Hisoka was there. That's what was stupid about this. Bro should have just killed them both. Dumbass. A fake Hisoka manipulated Lynch to deceive me. Who in the world would do something so complicated? Duh, who would do that? Just, if you got busted, you kill them both. That's just so stupid. You gotta leave no witnesses. Fucking idiots, man! In that regard, both the culprit and their motive are clear. There's someone looking for Hisoka, and they don't want to be hindered by us. Duh! That's why you kill them all! You kill all witnesses! The fake Hisoka must have thought that if the Mafia found Hisoka first, we would hide that fact and then allow them to search for Hisoka themselves. In fact, that's how our policy is right now. But this is all based on a series of assumptions with interferences built on top of them. Which is technically true. It is right. But the Mafia already found Hisoka, which they don't know. They don't. But still, it's like, dude, it's just a policy. You just kill everyone. You kill all witnesses. Fucking idiot. The only clear fact we have in this situation is that after the two of you found Hisoka, Lynch was killed by someone. Yeah, the person that stole our identity. If that someone is in the Phantom Troop, then we'll have to fight the Char. It's definitely not a fight that should happen based on pure guesswork, though. We're going to avenge Lynch, right? No matter who the culprit is. No question. Oh, God. You're not going to avenge Lynch at this rate. No. You're dealing with CHROLLO, who looks so hot, by the way. The funeral procession will be passing by soon, and it's expected to be very crowded. While we would like you to show your condolences for Ninth Prince Huckenberg, we sincerely ask that you see him off with dignity in an orderly fashion and in a solemn manner. Okay, here we go. So, Gate Narumi Lovedale 6700, the ominous phone call. By using a conjured cell phone, you could search for your ideal partner. By inputting the criteria, a 20-digit number will be displayed, and when dialed, guidance will be provided. So what Lovedale 6700 is a famous 1973 song from the Japanese pop group Finger 5. That's awesome. I love it. I love that connection here. I love that it's a flip phone! The person whose number you have dialed is currently not in the area. Please wait a while and try again or attempt the call from another location. Also, the number of calls you have left today is... Even in a crowd this size, I can't find that person anywhere. Come to think of it, it was the same back at Heaven's Arena. Should I try the same number but in a different location? Or maybe loosen the conditions a bit? Who are you trying to call? Are you trying to call Hisoka? Dude, if... I'm just thinking about this now. If Kurapika has a run-in with Chrollo? Woo! Oh, God, who's going to get to... That's a good question. Who will get to Kurapika first? Will it be Chrollo or will it be Hisoka? It'll increase the risk, but should I head to Tier 1 right in the middle of the succession contest? There must be countless Nen users moving in the shadows there, far beyond anything here. In the succession contest, Nen abilities are conferred in a ritual. They say the abilities are used to fight until only one successor remains. What's used in the succession contest are Kaken's most valuable relics, the 3 sacred treasures I've set my sights on! Ooh, so now we're getting to what Chrollo was coming for. The ceremonial urn used by participants in the succession contest, the seed urn, the sacred object Goshintai that watches over the succession contest, the shrouded Zen Buddha, which is basically what the translation note here says. This possibly refers to Soku Shimbutsu, which means living Buddha. Yeah, living Buddha slash self-mummified monk. Yeah, I could see that. And the blade of succession to be passed on to the next king, the blade of divine favor. Man, before I forget, this is beautiful art that we have here. The blade of divine favor looks stunning. I gotta wonder, because of it looking closer to photorealism, I gotta wonder if there was some 3D programming, a 3D program used. Same with the urn. I gotta wonder how much, because obviously we know Togashi does hand draw the majority of this stuff. We do, but I have to wonder how much like 3D, how much of it is 3D art. I have to wonder. I'm thinking that not much of it is. Obviously, it's not going to be that much. I'm thinking like maybe the final touches of it are there's a little bit of 3D program. You know what I'm talking, 3D program being used. But man, the strokes that are being used here that Togashi is doing is just breathtaking. For the seed urn looks so stunning. God. I don't think it's the seed urn that has any 3D in there. No, I think the seed urn is fine. And same with the shrouded Zen Buddha. Yeah, I think that is basically hand-drawn. With like a little bit of touches of computer art. That's what I was thinking of as computer art. But the blade of divine favor though is the one where I'm like, okay, there's got to be a little bit of 3D like computer art going on here. For like that's what I was looking for the finishing touches. There we go. It's mainly on the it's mainly the case that has it. Mainly the yeah, I think the blade has the hilt, all that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I think it has a little bit of it, but not much. It's just to give it a little bit more of that realistic effect. But the rest of it's fine. But God, it looks beautiful. Our presence on this ship has likely already reached the royal family's ears through the Mafia. Even if I claim that our only objective is to find Hisoka, there's no reason for them to believe me, especially since we're actually after the treasures too. Whether they choose to keep the 3 relics guarded in one location or split them up and to reduce the risk is up to Kaken. So this is Chrollo's real reason for being here. It's not for Hisoka. No. Well, Hisoka's just part of it. But no, his real reason for being here is for them treasures. He's coming after them treasures. But why, though? In addition to our search for Hisoka, I've decided to thoroughly search for the sacred treasures, starting from the lower tiers and moving up. However, given that no significant changes have occurred in the army of mafias, the army or mafias movements, even after news about us reached the higher tiers, it seems unlikely that the hidden treasure or that the treasures are hidden anywhere on tier 3 and below. Once I realized that Nen abilities are being used in the succession contest and that the sacred treasures are connected to it, I became certain of one thing. The sacred treasures are the main system generating such powerful Nen, responsible for maintaining the prosperity of both the succession contest and ultimately Kakin himself. Ooh! They've probably set up ritual sites on the ship to act as spiritual focal points for the treasures, which means Tier 1 is the only place they would keep them. Well, duh! If these treasures are truly the foundation of Kakin's prosperity, guarded more securely than even the king, they would be the ultimate prize for a thief like me, and they would questionably satisfy the conditions needed to evolve Skill Hunter, allowing me to secure Hisoka's defeat once and for all. So ultimately, yeah, going after Hisoka is one thing. The objective is just to destroy Hisoka, but those treasures are a means to an end. The ability needed to end Hisoka for good, to steal and store that rare, powerful ability in my book, must fulfill the requirement of stealing something comparable to a national treasure before the usual activation conditions. Interesting! Okay. So I have to wonder, if Hisoka wasn't even on this ship, right? Would CHROLLO still be on this ship trying to steal the treasures to get the power needed to defeat Hisoka? I still think so. I think he would have, regardless. That's what it feels like this dialogue is implying, is that despite Hisoka being there or not, he would be after the 3 sacred treasures to get the power necessary to ultimately defeat Hisoka. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm struggling to control these 2 conflicting emotions. Patience is a virtue, but I can't afford to wait around either. Dude, this panel is fire. I'm running the risk of encountering Hisoka before I'm fully prepared for battle, but that's not a huge problem for me at the moment. Oh, this page! Oh my god! The alternative is already in place, and the spider will go on, even if I should die. It's the very idea that will instill fear of the spider that I designed. Dude, this page. Oh my god. Page 15 is stunning. I should say page 14 and page 15 are fucking stunning. So if he dies, so he has everything. He has a backup plan ready in case that, if he does die. But man, this page, holy shit. Tagashi, you went so hard on this. That fire in CHROLLO'S eyes is just beautiful. Oh my god, and I know what this is supposed to be, too. This is supposed to be muscle fiber. And it is stunning. Stunning! But god, I love it. It starts from like the middle of page 14 going into page 15. And yeah, middle of page 14 and then page... yeah, and then all of page 15. God, I gotta read that again, because Jesus, man. Oh my god. Because I think this is really, really important here. Let's see. It's right here, right? Yeah. In the succession contest, Nen abilities are conferred in a ritual. They say the abilities are used to fight until only one successor remains. What's used in the succession contest are Kakin's most valuable relics, the 3 sacred treasures I've set my sights on. The ceremonial urn used by participants in the sacred contest, the seed urn, the sacred object Goshintai that watches over the succession contest, the shrouded Zen Buddha, and the blade of succession to be passed on to the next king, the blade of divine favor. Our presence on the ship has already reached the royal family's ears through the mafia. Even if I claim that our only objective is to find Hisoka, there's no reason for them to believe me, especially since we're actually after the treasures too. So yeah, it seems like, to me, it seems like even if Hisoka wasn't on the ship, yeah, CHROLLO would still be going after he would be there primarily for the treasures. Whether they choose to keep the 3 relics guarded in one location or split them up to reduce the risk is up to Kakin. So, in addition to our search for Hisoka, I've decided to thoroughly search for the sacred treasures, starting from the lower tiers and moving up. However, given that no significant changes have occurred in the army or mafia's movements, even after news about us reached the higher tiers, it seems unlikely that the treasures are hidden anywhere in tier 3 and below. Once I realized that Nen abilities are being used in the succession contest and that the sacred treasures are connected to it, I became certain of one thing. The sacred treasures are the main system generating such powerful Nen responsible for maintaining the prosperity of both the succession contest and ultimately Kakin itself. Now, this is very important. They probably set up ritual sites on the ship to act as spiritual focal points for the treasures, which means tier 1 is the only place they would keep them. Now, I've got to wonder if the sacred treasures were removed from these focal points, would the Nen beast disappear? And this, again, this is during the succession war, like post-ritual and everything. Would they disappear if these, if the treasures were removed from their specific focal points? That's a good question. If these treasures are truly the foundation of Kakin's prosperity, guarding more security than even the king, then it would be the ultimate prize for a thief like me. Yeah! And they would unquestionably satisfy the conditions needed to evolve Skill Hunter, allowing me to secure Hisoka's defeat once and for all. I'm curious what will happen if CHROLLO manages to succeed and take the sacred treasures. Like, what skill would he be given? Would he be able to, like, would he be granted, like, a different Nen beast? Would he be able to, like, grant grant Nen abilities to other people? Like, I'm very curious about this. The ability needed to end Hisoka for good, to steal and store that rare, powerful ability in my book. I must fulfill the requirement of stealing something comparable to a national treasure before the usual activation conditions. I'm struggling to control these 2 conflicted emotions. Like, these conflicting emotions are just really... This is why this panel is great, because in terms of the art, they're really destroying him. Patience is a virtue, but I can't afford to wait around either. I'm running the risk of encountering Hisoka before I'm fully prepared for battle, but that's not a huge problem for me at the moment. The alternative is already in place, and the spider will go on. Even if I should die, it's the very idea that will instill fear of the spider that I designed. Yeah, it's not about the person, it's about it's all about the message. But I have to wonder, something else I'm curious about though, in the case of Hisoka, because remember what Hisoka said, he gives no fucks about this war, he gives no fucks about all this shit. All he wants is to fight a strong opponent and just, like, destroy them. I gotta wonder if Hisoka knows, who knows, if Hisoka finds out what CHROLLO is after, do you think that he would actually help CHROLLO? I kind of think knowing what Hisoka has done in the past, and knowing what Hisoka is after, I kind of think he would actually help CHROLLO obtain the sacred treasures just to fight him. I really do. I ultimately think Hisoka would help CHROLLO obtain the sacred treasures just so he can fight him. I do. I really hope that happens. I gotta hope that happens. I hope that Hisoka helps CHROLLO get the treasures. One, because of the chaos that would ensue, and I think he would like the chaos. And 2, like, it's because CHROLLO wants to fight so much, or not CHROLLO, Hisoka wants to fight CHROLLO at his strongest. He does. That's what he wants. So I could see this happening. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think about that? And then we got the ringing going. And this is as the procession for Hockenberg is going. The person whose number you have dialed has been located, but they are in an area beyond the NEN signal's range. Please change your coordinates and try calling again. Also, the number of calls you have left today is, as expected, up above. The funeral procession has begun. The spider is aiming for up above. Dude, this is so sick. I'm so happy with what we're getting this chapter. But I want to go back to what was said here. And with this, the person whose number you have dialed has been located, but they are in an area beyond the NEN's signal range. So are they going? They're probably CHROLLO is probably looking for Hisoka, right? Or is the NEN signal is for the sacred treasures, right? Yeah, the NEN signal's got to be for the sacred treasures. Yeah, the signal is for the sacred treasures, because the sacred treasures are putting out NEN. Yeah, that's got to be it. That has to be it, right? Yeah. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this. What do you guys think about CHROLLO'S objective here of getting these sacred treasures? Do you think if Hisoka wasn't even on this ship, do you think that CHROLLO would still be there and trying to go after the sacred treasures? I do, because that's ultimately what he wants. He wants the power to destroy Hisoka. So yeah. But the other thing is, do you think that if Hisoka finds CHROLLO and finds out that CHROLLO, what he wants to do is get the power to destroy him, do you think Hisoka's just going to straight up help him? In all honesty, I think he will. I really do. That's how Hisoka is. Hisoka wants to fight a strong opponent. He's bored. He just wants to fight someone stronger. But I think about what CHROLLO said about that even if he dies, that even if I should die, it's the very idea that will instill fear of the spider that I designed. Ooh. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this... I have to wonder if... I don't think CHROLLO's going to die in this arc. No. I don't think CHROLLO's going to die in this arc. God, I hope CHROLLO doesn't die in this arc. But what do you guys think? But the fear, the spiders are just taking down nations now, man. Especially if they get the sacred treasures, you know, the treasures that are the key to Kaken's prosperity. Dude, oh god, I really hope Hisoka meets up with CHROLLO and helps him get the sacred treasures. I really fucking do. I do. I hope it happens. But yeah, shit is really hitting the fan. I really like the direction Hunter x Hunter is going in now. But man, I really still want to see Hisoka meet up with Kurapika. I do. I want to see it. But man, I really want to see anything. I want to see Hisoka meet up with CHROLLO and help him get the sacred treasures. Because one, yeah, that's just something Hisoka would do. And two, I want to see the chaos that would ensue from it. Imagine the chaos that would ensue from the sacred treasures getting stolen. But not just that, I want to see how it affects everyone else. How it affects their Nen abilities. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Hunter x Hunter content. The only ways you can do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!